Well, it's Uncommon Fossil Day featuring an Arceus Zeraora deck, both the Zeraora Vmax and the Vstar. Wanted to partly play a Vmax because, they're around, but largely forgotten. But your lucky Vmax, I would see some play in some Rhydon Lightning decks, but that's about it. But there are other Vmax around, and Zeraora Vmax does have value. So first, it's a 3/4 Arceus line, because Arceus is just good, right? Trinity Nova, 200 damage for 3 energy, or 180 with a double turbo. It does that damage, plus it accelerates 3 energies to your V Pokemon any way you like, powering up another Arceus or your Zeraora Vmax / Vstar. We have the Starbirth ability, really good to set up, but Zeraora Vstar's V-Star attack is also very good, so there are times you want to save that V-Star power as much as you can. First, you want to save it anyway, so you can use it later of another Arceus to Starbirth to keep the game going, but also it opens up another path to winning the game with the V-Star. So I'll jump into this, since I mentioned the Zeraora V-Star. It has 2 attacks, 270 HP, free retreat, that's nice as well. So Lightning Storm for 4 energies, Lightning, colorless. You choose one of your opponent's Pokemon 4 times. You don't have to choose the same you can choose the same Pokemon more than once, so that can be different Pokemon, same Pokemon, whatever combo you want, and you do 60 damage to each Pokemon. You're doing damage, so if Manaphy's in play, you won't damage the bench, but players aren't, when they play Arceus decks, players aren't really worried about Manaphy, so, if you keep the Zeraora hidden a little bit, the Manaphy probably won't come into play. You may even get discarded. So very nice there to kind of have some fun conditions there to really cause surprising damage to your opponent. And then Crushing Beat does 190. You can discard a stadium from play, so 190 is fine. It's right between Arceus V-Star, though, right? 10 more if you have a double turbo attached, 10 less than if you don't have double turbo attached, so that doesn't have a ton of value, and it's actually 10 less HP than Arceus V-Star. So it's really the V-Star attack you want from the Zeraora V-Star if you use it. But then we also play a copy of the Zeraora Vmax, 320 HP, so having a tankier Pokemon does help at times. You just have to think through the math. If your opponent has to 2-shot an Arceus V-Star, and they still aren't 2-shot Arceus Zeraora Vmax, it might not help you, right? But if they can 1-shot the V-Star, but have to 2-shot the Vmax, then it may just be what you want to help win the game. And it's got 2 attacks, which I've used both of them at different times. Reactive Pulse is a really nice attack. 2 lightning energy, does 60 damage for each of your opponent's Pokemon that has an ability. So obviously lots of Pokemon with abilities in play, so it can do big damage for 2 energies. Or it forces your opponent to not play just kind of slow play things, right? Not get too many Pokemon with abilities in play, in which case they can hurt their setup, so that's a +2. And then also it can do 240 for 3 energy. You discard 2 energies from it. But that's okay. You can, if you think you're going to be using that attack, you might want to get extra energy on it. Or if you only need to do 220 damage, attach a double turbo as well. You can discard the double turbo because that pays for the 2 energies. So keep that in mind as well. So both the Vmax and the V-Star and the Zeraora do have value. And then for an engine, a fairly straightforward 2 Bibarel, 1 Skwovet. So it's been a fun set of Pokemon that has been working pretty well. The energies, 4 double turbos, Arceus, 4 double turbos, it's pretty much a given, and then 11 lightning energies. I've gone between 11 and 12, because I do play Generator in the deck, and I'm still not sure with the light energies, Generators counts in the deck. That's one of the things I've been adjusting some, but we need a decent amount, you need some basic energies to accelerate with Arceus, and I do play Generator, so I want some more, right? Just gives me a chance to power something up with Generator, which is useful in games. All right, so getting into the trainers now. Pokemon search for Nest Balls, for Ultra Balls. That makes a ton of sense. And when I now have 2 Buddy-Buddy Poffins. I think the first game I'm going to play in the gameplay, because I already recorded the gameplay, is going to be before I revise the deck, and that list didn't play Buddy-Buddy Poffin. It was slightly different, very similar counts, but slightly different. But put the Buddy-Buddy Poffin in because it does help set up. Because what was happening without the Buddy-Buddy Poffins, I wasn't getting Bibarel and Skwovet into play almost ever, right? Because the Nest Balls were all going towards the Arceus and Zeraoras, and unless I was drawing into those single prize basics, they weren't getting in play. So 2 Buddy-Buddy Poffin. I cut an energy for that and a generator for that, by the way. So Electric Generator, playing 3 copies. I started with 4, cut it partly for Buddy-Buddy Poffin, and also, because you're excelling with Arceus VSTAR, you don't need a ton of generators. Could probably even cut it to 2. I think I like having generator in the deck, but, you know, could go to 2 generators and maybe add a lightning energy or some other card. That's something you can do. I put that thought out there for you. What else do we play? Pokemon-wise, we play 2 Super Rods. You know what that does, right? Combination of Pokemon and basic energy. Discard all into your deck. And then we also play, well, with items, we play 1 Canceling Cologne, which has value. If you have Gust Up Manaphy in the active, we do play 2 Boss's Orders. Then you can shut off the Manaphy and ping away with Zeraora Vstar, right? That we play Canceling because we have Zeraora Vstar. Now the thing is, and this is why maybe Canceling Cologne doesn't make sense in the deck, you have to get Canceling Cologne and probably Boss's Order in your hand at the same time, and you can't use Arceus VSTAR power to make it happen, because if you use Arceus VSTAR power, you can't attack with Zeraora's VSTAR attack, and so you don't need Canceling Cologne. So it's a bit of a circle that maybe is self-defeating, right? I don't know that I ever used Canceling Cologne in all the games I played, so maybe that could go. I'll just finish with the items here. 1 Prime Catcher, that's the trainer, the ace spec I'm playing. I like that for sure. And then play 2 switch cards, because that's important in the deck. So, as I said, supporters, 2 boss, 2 research, which is just really good to get going. 2 Cheren's Care, because we have the Arceus V-Stars, and we can't get the non-Arceus V-Stars into our hand. Well, that's not true. We can get, if a Skwovet or a Bibarel has damage on it, we can get that at the hand as well. You get the energies at the hand as well, which is also good. So if your opponent hits into an Arceus V, you can Cheren's Care it, send up another Arceus V that at least has some energy on it. You can play the energy from hand still that you got into hand, and you can even evolve the V. If it was a basic V on the bench, it becomes a V-Star. Play down your other V that you pulled up. So Cheren's Care helps loop and helps take some extra turns for your opponent, which is very useful there. Then 4 Iono, just a really good supporter, right? So 4 Ionos I just like in a lot of decks. So that's the list. It's a pretty good list. And let's take a look at the deck in action. All right, let's see how things go here. This is the first game trying to record here. Might need to tweak the deck list still too. I'm not certain. Not such, probably all these electric generators aren't quite necessary. The idea behind this is playing a deck within a Vmax, and it literally is a single Vmax. With Zeraora going with 1 Vmax, 1 VSTAR, and 2 of the Vs, and a thick Arceus line, because you need to get Arceus going at the start. All right, my second, not great. Okay. Zoroark, okay. I mean, in Zoroark, I want to take a look at again. I did the Zoroark starter deck, did an upgraded Zoroark deck. All right, no double turbo, so that's not good. Yeah. So now this gets tricky, because they might be able to knock me out next turn, right? That's the situation. Zeraora, how good would Zeraora VSTAR be? That's one question I have too. Can do 190, but also the VSTAR attack does 60 to 4 different Pokemon, assuming they don't drop Manaphy down, which they might not have that. Right? I can take out we'll see. They're going to get a chance to evolve, of course, before I attack. So otherwise, I can one-shot some of these cards. So, okay, it's like Spiritomb. Like, this is a click. All right, so I've got another Arceus. That's good. They didn't get down a. So I want to drop down the energy as well, right? So I'm going to. I want the other Arceus, I think. I need to attach energy. I'll get rid of the rod. I don't love that, but I think this positions me well for next turn. Grab 1V, and I only have 1V, so I'm not. And I ditched. Oh, I played 2 rod in deck. That's right. Okay, so not terrible here. Arceus, Zeraora. I will see what happens with the generator. Got 2. That's very nice. That's as much as I can get. I will attach active. Because if they can't, do I attach active? I'll attach active. That's where it gets dicey, attaching active, right? That I could have attached the Zeraora V. I could attach the Ventar case. All those things were options. So the question is, are they going to knock out my V in the active? And they might. But right now, they didn't get a great start. So if they can't knock out my V in the active, I want to be able to attack with the Vstar, right? That's part of what I want. If I use Arceus's Starbirth ability, which I may need to, then I can attack with the Vstar's second attack also. So I just have to be aware of that as well. I do have the Zeraora Vmax in the deck as well, which I could go with that. He's tanky, and they probably can't one-shot the Vmax. They can one-shot my... Okay, so getting Gapejaw bogged down, good for them. They need to get damage counters in play. So at this point, they're doing, right now, 30 damage. And now they're doing 80 damage. Oh, no. Oh, that's right. I can move different Pokemon. All right, so now they're getting things set up pretty well here. So they're going to one-shot my active. So now things aren't good. Now things are not good. And I knew this could happen, right? This was a real risk, and they pulled it off. Getting the Bibarel down was really important to them, I will say, right? They had 2 damage pumps, which, look, I've played Zeraora. I got 3 damage pumps. That's just too good. You know, that for their second turn, getting 3 damage pumps is insane. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of a game lost now. I think I might just scoop at this point, because I guess I attack with the Vmax. I don't really know. I think I attack with the Vmax. So let me Iono, see if I can save my V-Star power still. I mean, I'm just in a world of hurt. Get rid of these 2 guys, I guess. I think I'm just going with the big dogs. This game's my thought there. So let me grab the Vmax. It's not good. I do discard 2 energies. But actually, I might use the first attack, right? Probably do, actually, right? So 320. They don't one-shot me. That's the good news. And I do one-shot them, so this is good. So I'll attach to the bench. And so the Vmax now has its day here, because every 5 of their Pokemon in play had abilities. So that's where that attack's quite nice. So I was able to one-shot them back, which I wasn't going to do otherwise. So the Vmax, definitely nice there, right? Obviously, the Scissor as a single prize stage 1 is really nice with its damage per, I think it's 50 per Pokemon with ability. This is 10 more. Obviously, it's 2 energies, and it gives up 3 prizes. So it's much worse in that regard, but it's tanky. So my opponent cannot one-shot me, even with all their Pokemon getting damaged, right? It's 6 times 5. It's 300. And they probably have a DTE, so they're doing 240. Look, they're putting me in really bad shape. I haven't used my V-Star power yet either, so that's super nice. Okay, that's okay. That's nice. I kind of like that. Cypher Manix code breaking, which I don't know if I put that into Zoroark deck, right? I'll have to take got to make a note of that. All right, so sorry, I was making a little note of that. So again, getting big damage. Oh, that tool was they should not have attached that tool because. Do I want to research here or something? I think I just want to take the 2 prizes, right? I think I'll attach energy, and I'll research here. I really don't want to get damage on my Pokemon too. I just want to try to keep up max pressure here. I have 1 rod in deck still. Do I want to drop down another Pokemon? That's a question too. I could. I think I'd like to get back down another. I'd like to potentially recycle my V though. That's what I want to do here. So do this. They're going to knock me out this turn. That is a given. But Cheren's care, and if I'm lucky, I do have a V in the prizes, so 50-50 there. Got the V, so that's good. Now, if I'm playing the V onto the bench, he gets damage, but it becomes the Vstar, so which my opponent isn't anticipating the Vstar. Otherwise, they would have saved the maximum belt, I assume. I mean, I think, at least they wouldn't have attached it there. They might have thinned for Bibarel, might have been the play, but I was going to knock them out, so it wasn't going to help them with their attack. So if they had a V on the bench, that would have probably been the better place to attach it. So we'll see what happens. Iono. All right. But I still haven't used my V-Star power, so that's the good thing. All right. Not bad there. Not bad. I need 3 energy, though, so gets dicey, right? Gets very dicey. So I want to grab, rather than grabbing the Pokemon, I want to grab a Nest Ball, and I want a Generator. That's really what I want to grab, I think. Nest Ball, Generator, and then I can attack the following turn, right? I can't take the knockout this turn. Well, that's not true. Actually, I have Boss, right? I can grab Boss, right? I play Boss in deck, right? So I just Boss for game because I'm doing 180, or actually do the full 200, so I use my V-Star power, saving the V-Star power, super awesome here. Grab a Boss, just grab the Nest Ball, but I'm just going to Boss, right? And I just Boss for game. So super nice there. So worked out very well here. Better than I expected. Oh no, that didn't work, did it? So, oh yeah, so I have the energy here, sorry. So yeah, getting ahead of myself there. So boom, take the knockout. And done, right? I would have, if the game was going on, Nest Ball, drop the Zeraora V, obviously with the Nest Ball, and accelerated 3 energies to that. So it took worked well, took advantage of the Vmax that game too, which I wasn't sure how often, not sure how often that's going to become useful, but it obviously can be quite useful. So enjoyed the deck, that matchup. All right, first game with an adjusted deck list here. The first game with I think one of the games with the original deck list I'm probably going to include because the deck worked well. I added 2 Buddy-Buddy Poffin with this adjustment to the list, which I think will make the deck better. Just because I haven't been getting my engine set up, my Skwovet, the barrels are not happening very often. I actually don't know if I've even got to a Bibarel yet. I've got, I think, at least 1 Bidoof in play, but that's about it. So adding 2 Buddy-Buddy Poffins to help that setup happen. All right, not great. Am I first or second, by the way? I'm going first. Okay. Actually, I just attach, and since I can attack for 2 energy, see what I'm up against. This is bad. Okay, so they don't really have abilities, so this would be bad. Okay, so get these guys in play. I'm pretty certain. I guess I need to get an Arceus down. I'm thinking I need Arceus in play. So I'll do this and this. Those are keep an Iono, keep an energy. I want to attach the energy actually, right? To the Arceus. And I'll sit on this hand. The Iono is actually useful for me. So end turn there. I could I could have Skwoveted. So by not Skwoveting, I am giving away some information to my opponent that I have something in my hand that's useful. But they're playing Explorer's Guidance. We'll see what it is, right? They're playing Explorer's Guidance and Status Vitality. I assume is it a Roaring Moon? I guess it's a Roaring Moon deck probably. It could be an Ancient Box with like 1 Roaring Moon EX, but generally it's a Roaring Moon deck. And then the question is, what's the mix between the EX and the single prizer? Don't know. All right, well, they didn't get to attack, so that's good. I think I need to... how do I play it? So I should have Switch in deck. So I'm going to evolve here. I'm not going to attack. Well, I'm going to attack with Arceus is the play here. I do need to get my V-Star, though. If I get the V-Star, I'm all set. I don't really want a Pokestop, but I could. All right, well, that's very nice as well. So V-Star, I need double turbo and a switch. So let me take a look in the deck, and then I probably will Nest Ball. So I need Switch, I need Double Turbo. I mean, that's just a given. And just look at the Pokemon here, because I think I want a Nest Ball. So let's just see. Get dropped down another Arceus. So my V-Star is prized. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Do the Switch. I didn't get Bibarel into play, but, you know, it is what it is. I really don't think I'm excited about. I don't think I want a Pokestop here. Don't feel like that's really the play. So I'll put, I guess I put 3 energies on the Arceus. Right? Oh, wait, do they have... Wait, what's going on here? How come I can't attack? No, I can. Okay, sorry. It's all weird because it's great. It looked great out and, like, not choosable. Sorry, I got confused. I don't know if that changes how it looks or not. I'm going to do this. I have energy in hand, right? So I'm going to put 1 on the Zeraora Vmax, just because right now I don't know what's going to happen. So I'm just kind of spreading things out a little bit. That's my thought. I'll manually attach to the V. If I get Iono'd, that's okay too. So they can't knock me out, right? They can do 220 if they get 2 energies on, which they can, but they don't have any. Well, they only need 2 darkness, so they can Status Vitality, the fighting energy. So they play some other Pokemon. So it is some type of a ancient box deck, I guess. It could be just a Roaring Moon with attack in it as well. What Hoopa is Hoopa fighting type? Hoopa EX. All right, so they got Dark Patch. They don't have any darkness energy, nor any darkness Pokemon on the bench. So that doesn't help. Okay, so basic Roaring Moon coming into play. Another Roaring Moon. It's all fine right now. You know, they want to get that 2 prizer out of the active if they can. I don't know if they can do that. All right, so now they can use a Dark Patch this turn, right? Because they have... Oh, I guess they didn't. What did they discard? They didn't discard an energy. Okay, they discarded Ultra Ball. They must have another Ultra Ball then. Oh, they have Earth and Vessel. Okay, I mean, because they needed to be able to get energy to the discard because they have at least 1 Dark Patch and they want to use that. So they're getting a bunch of energy out of the deck, which does improve their draw, right? As you kind of thin out the deck, that's always good. Yeah, so see what happens here. I don't know if they can do the switch. They can't do the knockout. I do one-shot the single prizer. It's a little awkward with the prize map. My V-Star, the first attack, I mean, my Vmax, the first attack does not enough to one-shot anything. So, okay, so I have the knockout. I like that. Knockouts are good. I'll attach here. I'll research, right? I don't need anything else in play, do I? Or do I want to get down another V? Do I want another V? I'm going to drop down another V, I guess. Let me just make sure I have another Vmax. I will. It could be a mistake because they can one-shot the V. And I'll obviously have a V in play this turn. But also thinning the deck, just hoping to hit something useful. Okay, I do have... What's the energy situation? So I probably want a generator here. I'm thinking. And so I'll get 1. So just get him. And I will keep the boss here, right? Gonna grab a V-Star, and that will be Bibarel. So that's all very nice. So a very good turn here. Have boss for next turn. Super awesome there. Have a full powered up Arceus there. The rod. I shouldn't need the rod, right? I'm gonna Skwovet, because I don't think. I should have kept that. I guess I should have kept the boss, right? That was a mistake. Now I think about it. I had boss. I forgot. I was thinking of the rod, but boss is. I wanted the boss in hand, right? So I will. Okay, I have the switch in hand. Not bad there. Yeah. So I want to. How do I want to work this? I will get a 3rd energy here. Drop 1 there, right? So I can attack for 240 once with this guy, which can take 2 prizes. with the Vmax. That's this guy, by the way. Okay, in case it wasn't clear with my wording. I did point with my mouse, but I can't. You can always see the mouse in the videos. Anyway, so up to 200, which means I don't one-shot the single prize with the with Arceus with double turbo, right? So, but I do have an Arceus without double turbo, so I can one-shot him. I don't think he's one-shotting my V-Star at this point. If he does, of course, that's really bad for me. Can also attach with Zeraora Vmax, and I could attach double turbo to him. I wonder if I should do that. I think I'm going to do that. They can blow him up with the. I think that might be the play. Hit into him with Zeraora Vmax. All right. Well, what are they going to take out? They're going to take out the V. Good play by them. That was the risk. Benching the V was I opened myself up to that play. So I'm going to attack with Zeraora Vmax because there's a good chance they can take out a V-Star next turn, right? And I don't like that. I gotta say, I don't like that. So I will attach a double turn. So he's doing 240. Now he's doing 220, but that's okay. Do I want to Iono here? Yeah, I think I want to reduce their hand size. I do want to get back that boss. I do want to do that. So, all right, boss, super nice there. I don't think I need to rod anything, do I? So don't Skwovet because I want to keep the boss. Prime Catcher, that's super nice too. But again, I think I have the attack I want here. And yeah, because I attached the double turbo, I can stream attack. So very nice there. So that, you know, look, they have a single prize attacker that's good though, and they're going here. So it's their advantage, I would say. You know, if they, I guess in some ways it doesn't matter if they, well, it does hurt me if they one-shot the Zeraora Vmax, I'll say. But the biggest thing, if they take prizes off either my V, even take on my V-Star though at this point hurts me a lot. Now they've used one boss. They don't play Prime Catcher because I play Awakening Drum. They have some more boss, I assume, in deck. I'm not sure what the count is though, right? So, you know, I need to end the game in 2 turns. That's kind of where it's at here, I'd say. So I want to take out, I think, the Roaring Moon this turn, and then I want to just be able to take out the Mew EX. I only play 2 boss though, right? And have I discarded a boss this game? I have not, so that's good. I don't know if the other boss is prized or not, but I should take 2 prizes this turn, right? Did they play a supporter? They did not. Oh yeah, they did. So they're gonna blow up my Zeraora Vmax this turn. And that actually ruins my game because now I can't one-shot them. Well, no, I can because, but they one-shot my Arceus V-Star, so they have game now. Basically, they have game because I can take him out, but I can't take the prizes with the single prizer. So good job on my opponent, and I one-shot them, but it doesn't matter, right? Well, actually, what I can do here... Actually, I Prime Catcher the guy on the bench, right? And we could go to sudden death, right? That's the thought here, right? So bring him up, the Roaring Moon. Then to take me out, they have to use the big attack and knock themselves out, which then we both go to 0 prizes left. So that's the play here, right? See what happens. They with Asadas, they can power up this other guy, but this is the play here, right? I think potentially I'm looking at forcing the game into sudden death. I could have attached the energies to my active to retreat, but I think that's okay. I don't think it matters. So, right at this point, they can't take out my V-Star. And if they look, if they Sadas or Dark Patch and attach. They just need 2 energies on the Roaring Moon, the single prize guy, and they win the game. That's what needs to happen here. So 5 energies. Let's see. They potentially 2 more Dark Patch, 1 more Sida's Vitality. So we'll see what happens. They can attach by hand, but they need to accelerate 1 energy here, right? And then if not, I have Boss in hand. So potentially I could, if they can't win, and they could choose not to. Well, they can't leave the. So they should have game now. They just need to manually attach an energy, which they should have. They have a lot of cards in hand, and they have free retreat. So now that should give them game. Energy retrieval. Okay, I mean, those go to hand. So, okay, so Koraidon's what they have. Sorry for the big yawn there. So the Hoopa, which is what's for the the Koraidon, which is what's there for the fighting energy, which is very good. Early game, the Koraidon with the Primordial Beatdown. So they have game. I'll give them a thumbs up because they got it. I'll let them take the knockout because, you know, at this point, I know. So you also get nervous when people do it. First, I'm not being sarcastic. You don't know their intent though, right? So there's nothing I can do to help that. You know, they pulled it off. It was a close game though, and I will say the Buddy-Buddy Poffin helped me set up, right? And that was a big plus for me. So the changes I made were good. You know, my opponent just you know, they just beat me, which happens. All right, choosing heads here, and the deck's been working okay. All right, get to go first. That's good. It's not the strongest deck around. This might be the second best VMAX in format right now. I'm not certain, and I am getting some value out of it. All right, that's not good starting him. And if I can't get an energy attached to an Arceus, I'm very limited for next turn, right? Very limited. Hopefully I get an Arceus or a Nest Ball. Hopefully I draw that, right? Then I'm in very good shape with that. All right, up against another Lightning deck. I'm seeing a decent amount of those. Okay, well that's a big hit for me, a big hit. So let's see what I got here. So, and I have a V-Star in hand. All right, so the Vmax is prized. I probably would like, I think, the Vmax in this game. All right, so Buddy-Buddy Poffin. I think I want to get both in play, right? Because I assume they're going to knock out my active. Attach double turbo on the bench, and it's not bad. It's not bad. So, end turn. Okay, so yeah, we'll see how things go here. It's some Rhydon, not a shock there. They can't accelerate to the active though, so that's, you know, but they did get to draw a card, so that's not the worst thing. I can't even one-shot the Raikou this turn with the Arceus V-Star because I have a double turbo attached. So we'll see what happens here. It's not a bad hand though, right? Rotom V. Okay, do they play? Is this just for the draw? I mean, they obviously could attack with Rotom V. Let's see, they're getting rid of a tool. All right, Rotom V is tools from the discard on the Lost Zone, so maybe they can attack with Rotom V. Let's see. We'll start to get. I haven't played Rotom V or V-Star in a while, which is a lot of fun. Okay, so drawing another card here. And they play Arceus, so Arceus, Raikou, Raichu, Miraidon, Rotom V. An interesting set of cards, and they can end the turn with instant charge. So, all right, okie dokie. So I evolve here. I can't use the Ultra Ball. I mean, I could, but I have I need these other cards, right? Is what happens here. So I will Skwovet first, I think. I could try. I'll Skwovet and Bibarel because I would like to save the V-Star power if I can. That's my thought. Energy, which I can't attach because I already attached per turn, so I need to get the switch card, which I got. Okay, so now I can save my V-Star power, which I like that a lot, and I get to shuffle the hand back in. I think I want to wait on the Zeraora V. Hopefully I draw the V-Star, right? because the V does 190, so he's actually worse than Arceus, and I can't Cheren's Care. I mean, he's better than, it depends whether I have double turbo or not attached, right? He's either 110 better or 10 worse, so that neither way is great, right? But get to save my V-Star power, that's really good. They're probably not going to take me out this turn. I don't know. The right shoe is the guy that does that, right? He's the guy scary there. Do I want to drop a Zeraora V down? I think I want to wait, right? I think I wait because I want to power up the Arceus V on the bench. So that's what I do. 1, 2, 3 there. And I do want the Vmax, I think, just because they're going to have a tough time one-shotting him. So, and I didn't take any prizes this turn. So having the boss, this is actually a very nice hand as well, I will say. So they're going to attack into me, not take the knockout. I probably want to gust up the Raikou, because I think I want to take prizes. I'm thinking. Because this is a true prize race primarily. This is where I think the VMAX can be useful, actually. I mean, because if depends. If they're two-shotting everything, then two-shotting the VMAX actually is good as well, is kind of equal, is actually better than two-shotting a two-prizer because I have single-prize targets for them, right? They don't have any single-prize targets, it's looking like. At least, and obviously at this point they don't. What's in their discard pile? Generator, they probably have more energies than me. The Rotom V, I guess, is just for draw, which makes it an interesting list, so they're going to hit into me. I also could Cheren's Care this turn, which is actually really good, right? But then I can't boss this turn, so do I want to Cheren's Care? What are they powering up? So they're getting ready to one-shot somebody too. So that part's a little scary as well. So I'll evolve here. I think I'll Zeraora Energy. I guess I'll take the prize here this turn. I mean, honestly, the thing is, if I save my... I could actually, maybe I want to save my V-Star power, and I want to use, I mean, Boss is awesome too, right? Maybe I use my V-Star power, my V-Star attack this game, right? That could be really good too. So I'm just going to attack at this point. That's what I'm going to do. Don't V-Star power attack. Now, he doesn't get one shot. It takes 2 more hits on him. So I'll put 3 energies here. Actually, 1, 2. I'll put the 4th energy, because I still might evolve into the VMAX, right? In which case, the extra energy helps. I don't know. Maybe that might have been a mistake. I probably should have just put 2 energies on. But once I committed to 3, I had to attach them. I don't want to attach to the active. Maybe I do, but we'll see what happens here. Yeah, we'll see what happens here. So they take the knockout, which is okay. That's okay. I think I want a boss, and because I want to try to set up like a game-winning play with my V-Star. That's what I'm trying to do, is just clean up with the V-Star. 1 turn, 6 prizes, right? Which I haven't really used. I don't know if I've really gotten to take full advantage. I haven't gotten big advantage of the V-Star yet with these games. So just kind of keep spreading damage. So I'm going to gust up. I don't want to take the knockout. He's 2 hits to knock out. So I want to hit into the Raichu. That's what I want to do there. So so let me gust you up the Raichu. Because they can't afford to get rid of him. And now I'll Skwovet and Bibarel, because I can't use my V-Star power. That ruins the strategy here. Okay, well that's actually pretty good too. So increases the odds of getting the Zeraora V-Star. I have 1 energy there. I could drop down another Zeraora V. I don't think I want to do that, though, do I? So I'll drop this. I'll take a look. I might... All right, let's see. I don't need the generator, probably. Okay, I don't have another V, so that's makes life easy there. I guess I discarded them. What's the energy count? 2. Okay. Oh, no, the V's in hand, so I could power up another V. So I'll make this play here. And so now they know my trap. Might as well grab some cards, right? I mean, I could even drop down the V. No, I'm not going to drop down the other V. Just draw some cards. Hit into them. All very nice there. I'll drop the double turbo here, just giving me ways to retreat, right? Do not... Oh, I take the knockout here too, don't I? I forgot that. So that's okay. That's actually pretty good. I forgot I one-shot him. I forgot he wasn't more than 200. And I forgot I didn't have double turbo, so I wasn't thinking through the math there. Got the Vmax as well, so I could have gotten him in play. So this turn, I mean, they could drop Manaphy down, in which case I need Manaphy Boss. I mean, I need Canceling Cologne Boss, so I probably don't get. It's not impossible, though. It's not impossible. So, playing the Rod, if they don't play Manaphy, and I'm guessing they don't play Manaphy in the deck. I mean, look, it's a 2-prize tanky deck. So Manaphy, they're not worried about Manaphy. So the Zeraora Vstar will do 60 to the active, and I'll just smack into the Arceus twice, and I just have game, right? So that's super awesome. When I have the retreat, I can just pay the retreat cost. So very, very nice there. You know, getting the right shoe set up. But again, if they take out the Arceus, I win with Zeraora. If they could were to happen to gust up the Zeraora, which they researched, I don't know if they played an ace spec, but even if they Prime Catcher into him, again, I take him out with Arceus Vstar. So I think the Zeraora Vstar has worked my opponent into a box, right? I had to save the Vstar power, but again, very, really, just a fun little game here. So I will just retreat. I'm going to use, I could just attack with the active, but, I'm going to do the fun move. I'm going to retreat here. Attack with Zeraora's Vstar attack, because I haven't got to do that yet, right? And here we go. So I do 60 here. Might as well do 60 there, 60 there, and I'll just do 60 there. So I take 4 prizes. And if the other the right shoe didn't have if it was more than if it was 220 HP, I would have taken 6 prizes this turn. So, I could have just attacked with Arceus. It didn't end up mattering, but they, very fun. They could have sent up like a Miraidon EX with a little higher HP. So anyway, look, the Zeraora Vstar, I do think it helped set up a situation my opponent couldn't win that game. So probably better than an Arceus. So anyway, so Zeraora Vmax has some value. The Vstar has some value. It's a fun deck. Just trying to remember these Vmaxes that are around a little bit. They're still around, right? They don't see a lot of play, but let's not forget them while we can still enjoy them in standard format. So play some Pokemon, have fun, and take care.